Guys, we got to be a whole of a lot better right now, okay? Because it doesn't look anything like it did yesterday, okay? So yesterday's over with. We got to get locked into what we're doing right now, okay?
We are joined by Billy Donovan, head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Welcome. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
I think I want to start with just the way you guys ended the season. Right? You go on this incredible run at the end of the year, 15-5 over your last 20. You do lose the play-in game, but you had so much incredible momentum. So my question is just, what did you find over that last probably 6 weeks of the season that maybe you had a harder time finding earlier in the year?
Yeah, I think one of the things, Tim, that ended up happening was when the trade happened at the trade deadline and we moved Zach LaVine, who was awesome and played really, really well for us the whole entire year. When he moved, we brought in Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones, and Zach Collins, and those were three great additions for us. I thought the group kind of galvanized, it came together, through the collective and through maybe having the whole be better than the parts, so to speak. And that's how we tried to play, and we really tried to play really fast.
Well, in particular, I think two guys that really stood out to me, I think it was the best basketball they've played in their careers, Kobe White and Josh Giddey. And Giddey particularly, because I loved his game in Oklahoma City, but I feel like he was able to unlock something with you guys, just really to show his versatile skill set. Can you touch on that a little bit and what you were able to draw out of that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Kobe's been interesting just because early on when I was working with him, there's times he was at the point that I moved him off the ball, then I had him coming off the bench. And the thing I love about him is his whole perspective's internal. It's like never, ever finger pointing. It's like, what do I got to do? And he's evolved as a player because of that, in my opinion. So I agree with you. If you look at his progression over his career, it's been amazing. I heard great things about Josh, obviously being in Oklahoma City, knowing the people there, spoke very highly about him as a basketball player, as a person. He's got incredible vision. He's a great passer. He's got great size. And I think for Josh, him learning his teammates, him learning how we were playing, him learning the coaches, I think being from overseas, I think it was a lot for him. I just think it took him a little bit of time. But to your point, I thought he played really, really good high-level basketball at the end of the year.
He's a ball mover, connector, the kind of guy that everybody, shooter like myself, would love to play with a guy like that because he's just always trying to make you look better. One more guy I want to touch on is Montas Piselis. I just thought the trade also, I think, really benefited him.
Yes.
And the way he played over the last couple months, it really has got to have you pretty excited about what this guy's upside and future could be.
I didn't want to give him anything early because I just was very concerned about his development being so young.
Right.
And he was so used to just being the most talented guy on the court. And obviously, you get to the NBA, that's not the case all the time, night in and night out. And to his credit, he earned it and became this player that was playing 30 minutes a game for us after the All-Star break, to your point. He kind of came into his own. I think the challenge for him this year is going to be the expectation that he has that now he thinks he has to evolve into the scorer, which he will.
Right.
But he's going to see, name's going to be different on the scouting report.
For sure.
He's going to get different defenders. He's not coming off the bench. He's probably going to be a starter. There's a lot. But the thing I love about him, he's a worker. Unlike a lot of young players I find with him, not that he wants to make mistakes, but he really, really looks at mistakes as an opportunity to grow. Great worker, great kid, and I was really happy to see the way he progressed throughout the course of his rookie year.
And a tremendous athlete, and to your point, you're right. His name is now going to be on the whiteboard a little bit more prominently in the opposing locker room, so let's see how he makes the adjustment, but I'm pretty excited for his future.
So maybe you want to hunt?
Yeah, I want to try some new shoes, and this is the color for me.
Are you serious?
Last one, just your evolution as a coach. So from the time you started in this league to now, your approach to how you coach players, now your philosophy offensively, how have those things evolved over time?
Yeah, I think coming from college up here was very humbling. And I'll never forget it, my first game I was coaching, we were coaching against San Antonio, and I was at Oklahoma City, and, Greg Popovich is there, and they've got Kawhi, and they've got Tony Parker, and they got Ginobili, and they got Duncan, and they got all these guys, and it's the first shoot-around. And I'm sitting in shoot-around, and I'm looking at the guys, and I've got Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Serge Ibaka, and these guys, and I'm like, I had to come to the reality, Russell Westbrook knows more than I know about guarding Tony Parker. He's probably played against me about 40 times.
Right.
This is my first time coaching in a game. Kevin Durant knows more about Kawhi Leonard than I do. So that was humbling from the standpoint that I really felt like for the players to help them, I had to catch up. They're the one playing the game, and they can really, really help you from the bench in terms of what they're seeing. I think the other thing that I evolved into is when you're in college, I think as a coach, you're maybe recruiting to a system or a style of play. There's certain things philosophically I will always believe in, regardless of the system, the style.
Right.
But you also have to look at your personnel and how can you maximize your personnel and how do you allow your personnel to play to their strengths.
Yo, good passes, Noah. Good job, Zach.
Get out wide. Get out wide. Stop running.